Hello, I'm Ameer Hassan, and I'll be showcasing the Hangman app I did for my final project. So this is the default view that you get when you first open up the app. The user isn't logged in, so the start game and the personal best scores button are grayed out. But as a non-logged in user, you can still check out the game history, so you can see the various players we have over here. We have presentation and then a bunch of me, and this is sorted by the date, and it also shows the scores. And then in the top scores is very similar, just sorted by the scores descending order. But it shows you your place, your name, the score you have, and the date. And each time you open up the activity, it refreshes. It sends out a new API call to see if any changes occurred. So every time you open the page, it's ensured that it's the latest version of the scores. So over here, we also have the settings that set the easy and hard difficulty to the game. So the easy difficulty is a list of words that are less than 8 characters, between 6 and 10 characters actually. And then the harder difficulty is anything above 8 characters. And then we have a logout button that stops caching your username and your UID. And over here, you can go back to the menu and we can log in. So I'll create a new user called presentation 2 at njp.edu. And then my very secure password. So it created a new user because that didn't exist before, and we see here now that we're logged in as presentation 2. So we can jump in now to start the game. So we have a few different parts to this. So on the top is the blanks for the word. So you can see that this word is 7 characters long. The default setting is easy, so you first get a shorter word. Over here, I have an image view that changes as you get letters wrong. And over here, I have a grid layout with all these different buttons that correspond to letters, so it's easy for the user to guess instead of them typing in a letter and submitting it. So I know what the word is over here because of the logging in the console, so I'll just cheat real quick and show you what happens when you win. So when you win, there's a dialog box that says that you won and it shows the score that you have. So it saves your score, it sends it to the API, and the API stores it for you. So we have two options here. We can either play again or we can go back to the menu. So I'm going to go back to the menu and show the game history. So we can see here that presentation 2 is the latest score that, or the latest player that played in this app. And we can see the personal best scores as well, which only shows your scores when you're currently logged in. So, and then we can check out the top scores. We got a score of 7, so that's not in the top 10 of the scores. Over here is 15, and the minimum is 11. So we can try to get a better score by setting the difficulty to hard. And then we can go back to start the game. And over here, we can go into a little bit more detail. So I'm going to get a letter wrong. And you see that it adds a body part to the hangman. So this time around, I'm going to lose the game to show what happens. So there we go. It says you lost, and the minimum score that you get is 1. And it tells you what word that you missed out on. So over here it was Palestinian. So we can go back to the menu and go to the game history again and show that the last game you played, the last played game on this app was a score of 1 from this user. You go to the personal best scores and we see that it's sorted how we first got a 7 and now we got a 1. So we can try to win this one. So installation. So we got the full word. It shows the full word over here, so it doesn't show it to you when you win. And you saw as I got letters wrong, it added on body parts to user over here. So over here, I showed back the menu, so we can do play again. And that just resets everything. And we can play again. This time I'll try to get it wrong. Each time I get one wrong again, it adds on a different body part. So over here, the word was correlation. It says that I lost, and it sends me back with a score of 1. You can go back to the main menu, check out the game history. We see all that is still updated. And then our personal best scores just shows how we're doing so far. So we got 1 with 12, and we lost 2. So for the sake of the presentation, I'm going to show off the logout button. So once you're logged out, it shows that you're not logged in, and the start game button and the personal best are grayed out again. So we can log in as Mike at njit.edu. Might be taken, so we'll just do that. I'll register a new user. So here's the score, the main menu again. So we can just play a game real quick. The log shows me the words, so I'm just going to try to get a win here. Documentary. So we won here. Go back to the menu, and we can see that it's switched. So we have multiple users now playing on this app. And the personal best score is just for Mike. And just to show off one more time, I'm going to log out and log in with my account that I've been using. So that was a lot quicker. I just signed in and didn't create a new user. And then we'll just lose this one. So we lost this one. We got a score of 1. We can go back to the main menu, and we can see that it's still updated. So we had presentation 2 play a bit. We made a new account with Mike, and now I'm logged in with my previous account here that I've done most of the development with. So that shows off the logging in and logging out. And it says that my current user down here is me. So yeah, that's my presentation. Thank you for watching.